A year and a half ago, I quit my job to become a full time content creator. Now I'm back to work, and here is the real reason why. I think at least one time in your life, it's important for you to take a big risk on yourself, and quitting my job was probably the scariest thing I had ever done. I'm a very risk averse person, so even before I decided to quit my job, I wanted to make sure that everything was lined up to set me up for success. And one of those things was to be on track to earning as much or more as I was making in my full time job. I think the reason why people romanticize or dream about quitting their jobs to become freelancers or full time creators is because the ceiling for earning is so high. Like, it is actually non existent because you can make as much money as possible. But in my experience, the trade off to that is inconsistency, not only in daily lifestyle and routine, but also financially. I am somebody who thrives off of having structure and balance in my life, and that's something that content creation didn't really give me. When I reflect back on the last year and a half, I think it was at the 6 month mark where I already started to feel the itch to go back to work. Now that I'm back to work, I have more routine, more structure, more balance, and I actually think that gives me so much more freedom. But the real reason why I wanted to go back to work is because I wanted to make more money. Even though the ceiling for earning as a creator or a freelancer is non existent, having a baseline salary makes you feel so much more secure. In this economy, the truth is having multiple streams of income is probably the only way to sustain the lifestyle that we live. And I also think it's okay to admit that you want to make more money. The way that I look at it now is that my corporate salary pays for my essentials and my needs, and everything that I make on top of that as a creator is a bonus. And that actually makes me feel really good. It also relieves the pressure of creating content as my job because I started this as a hobby and I know that it can turn into a very sustainable career, but it kind of took away the fun of it. At some point, my husband and I also want to start a family, so I think that this decision really just sets us up for success.